Now makua mai kalahi a kalakau mai kapailuna kapailalo mai kaho'oku ia kalawai. Na au makua ia kai na alo ia kai na kua ia ka akau i kalani. O ki hai kalani. O e kalani. Nunulu i kalani. Ka holo i kalani. Heia ka pula pula o ko na ohana e. E malama o ko i amako. E ulu i kalani, e ulu i ka honui. E ulu i ka pai aina o Hawai'i. E ho mai ka ike, e ho mai ka. E ho mai ka ika, e ho mai ka akamai. E ho mai ka mau popopono. E ho mai ka ike papalui. E aloha e. Ka wahi kaulana o puna. Paya a ala i ka hala. O ka wahine ka puilu nei. Mai pele mai ka wahine ka puai honu ai. Ike ala kaulana i ka hikina. E kune ke a kuai ilu nei. I ka lani la o kane a kuai. I ola e. Aloha kākou. My name is Kapuna Kimo Awai. I'm Senior Kapuna of Keoka Elementary School in the city of Hilo. No coincidence why I came visiting today. Something opened the door and I walked into this place. I come to Ke'onipoko Elementary School quite often to assist with the Hawaiian Studies program and to meet the children that grow up in this wonderful place called Puna. I always remind them that out of all the lands in Hawaii, all of the people of Hawaii look at Puna as the most sacred land of all. The land like the Vatican where the Pope lives today. When things go on within Vatican City that is not Pono, the elements around respond. All 40,000 of them. 2 weeks ago, I came to Ke'onipoko Elementary School and met with some of the children there. I told them a story because the children in this area, number one, have never lived anywhere else in the world. This is where their seed was planted, and this is where they broke through the earth. Keiki O'Ka Aina, children of the earth, coming from the earth. And I came to visit them because they were so concerned about their school. It is the only school that they've ever known. Our Hawaiian children are not like butterflies that frolic all over the world. People like that never ever have a piko, never ever are grounded into the aina. Their roots are shallow, and when winds come and blow, their trees fall down. Our children's trees never fall. So I told them a story about an eruption that happened in the late 1800s above the city of Hilo. The northeastern flank of Mauna Loa erupted, pouring out lava coming upon the city of Hilo. The bells of the churches rang. The officials of the county and the city called upon the help of all the churches to pray so that the lava flow would stop. However, the prayer proved that it had no power at all. The Hawaiian people from Hilo itself wrote letters to High Chiefess Ke'elikolani the great-granddaughter of Kamehameha the Great, who at that time was living in her grand mansion in Honolulu called Hale Keoua. Ke'elikolani responded, entering Hilo Bay on her own vessel. This immense woman, over 6 feet 5 in height and broader than more than 500 pounds, she was lifted off the boat, put on a cart, and taken to, at that time, the old Hilo Hotel that is now above Kino'ole Street, above Kalakaua Park. It was not only the princess that came, it was her entire court. Her ladies in waiting that dressed her, fed her, her gentlemen, her warriors, the cabinet of the royal house, all came to Hilo. There at Hilo Hotel, she assembles them and tells them that on the next day, they're going to go up what is now Wai'anuenue Avenue, which was just a dirt road. They were going to go up past Kaumana Elementary School, entering Saddle Road, and that she was going to have a private audience with Pele herself. Now in Hawaiian history, we believe that the descendants of the crown are the descendants of the gods. And so it was thought and believed that High Chiefess Ke'elikolani was the direct descendant of Pele herself. Early the next morning, Ke'elikolani awoke and walked on the grand veranda of the hotel. Looking down towards what is now Kalakaua Park, she saw a little boy, 6 or 7 years old, frolicking upon the street. It was early in the morning, right before the stores opened, and so she called upon the boy to do her a favor. She opened her purse and gave him gold coins and says, "When the stores open, I want you to go into every single store that is open, and I want you to buy every single red handkerchief that you can buy. Can you do this?" The little boy responded in the affirmative naturally and said, "Sure, Your Highness, I can do this for you." Not too long thereafter, the boy returns with a large box filled to the brim with red handkerchiefs. Ke'elikolani calls her court together. They board the carts and start going up what is now Wai'anuenue Avenue. When they reach the flow site, Ke'elikolani descends her cart. There is a grand reception held there with all of Pele's favorite food. Taro, young taro shoots, poi, sweet potatoes, bananas that represent the pinana of Kamapua himself, kupu-kupu ferns, ho'okupu of any kind were offered there for Pele. Ke'elikolani removed her shoes, picked up the box, and approached the flow. Chanting with great humility to her ancestor, she threw the handkerchiefs in one at a time. When the last handkerchief was thrown in, the flow ceased. When I told the story to the children of Ke'onipoko, they took upon themselves their own kuleana to protect their own vahikapu, their own sacred place, their school. They decided on their own to write these messages with red paper, like how Ke'elikolani tossed into the lava flow the red handkerchiefs. The children took red paper, writing notes lovingly upon these papers and attaching them to the front fence of their school. On my last visit, 2 Fridays ago, we met and finished the Pico, the high platform for the teachers and students. That was the day I told the teachers about the profundity of children's aloha. The next morning, I received a telephone call. at 5:45 from personnel of Keonipoko Elementary School. First thing they said was, Kupuna, she ceased. She stalled. She is not approaching our school anymore. Modern day Pele stories? Of course. It's the people who make the school. We say goodbye to a building. As we go in different directions, keep the spirit of Keonipoko Elementary School in your heart and pray that Pele be kind to us, to our community. Ahoy ho, everybody. Be good. Put up your red paper. Put up your red flags so that Pele can see your vahikaulana, your special place. Malama pono ya oko pakahi apaw. Ahoy ho.